y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into a brand new story time. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and turn on your post bell notifications. Okay, so I know y'all like, Lo, why you in the car? What's going on, y'all? I had to hurry up and record this video because my normal recording days, I'm saying days, like the day of the week that I normally record, tomorrow, which is tomorrow, I have a procedure. Like, I have a surgery that I have to do early in the morning, and they gave me like painkillers, so I don't know like how I'm gonna be feeling. So I just wanted to hurry up and get this video out to y'all this week. Like, I didn't want to just leave y'all hanging. That's how much I love y'all. See, I still made it do what it do. So I'm out running errands, so I was just like, I could just pull over real quick and record a story time. So that's what we doing. Don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but basically this is the time that my homegirl, well, she's not my homegirl no more, but my homegirl at the time, she was talking to this guy, and I just discovered that he was a fraud. He was such a fraud, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I discovered this, uncovered it. I found out everything I needed to know about him, all of his information, where he lived. Let me just get into it. Okay, so for the sake of this video, we're gonna call my old homegirl, we're gonna call her Snake, because that's what she was, a snake, and she gonna have her own story time. I don't know when I'm gonna tell the story about how me and her fell out, but we are not friends no more. And when I tell you, I have been tricked and bamboozled before by people, but never have I been tricked and bamboozled by a female like Snake. Y'all, she really just had me thinking and believing she was somebody completely different for the whole duration of our friendship. But that's not what we here to talk about. So Snake, and we gonna call the guy, let's call him, should I call him Fraud? I feel like I already used that for somebody in the past. Let's call him Frank. I don't know, let's call him Frank. Did I already use that? I feel, y'all, it's so hard. If you tell stories, if you got a YouTube channel, if you just gotta use fake alias names, it's so hard. One, I don't know which names I already used before, and y'all gonna think I'm talking about the person that I already said the name for. Then you almost accidentally slip up and say their name 10 times throughout the story. It's just a lie. Should I call him Frank? I feel like I already used that name. Let's just call him Fraud. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So me and Snake was cool, and she done ran through so many damn guys. I'm not even trying to sound like that, but she done ran through so many guys so early on in our friendship. I just could not keep up. So one day, I think she wanted to go out, and that's another thing about Snake. Like, she's single, and it ain't nothing wrong with me having single friends, but at the end of the day, I got a husband. I can't be outside every single day of the week in a club, in a section, in a lounge. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And that's what she wanted me to do. She was younger than me, and she got a child, but okay, whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. So long story short, one day Snake wanted me to go out with her, and I couldn't. So she went to the club or to a bar or something by herself, and she met Fraud. So she was telling me how, like, oh my gosh, like, I like him so much. Like, he was such a gentleman. He paid for my drinks, and he was paying for bottles, and he paid for this and he paid for that. Like, he was really like spending a check, which as he should, period. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm like, yeah, run that nigga pockets. Yes, like, take him for all he's worth. Hell yes. So she like, yeah, we gonna go out on a date and blah 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 blah. So they talking. I think they ended up finally like linking like a few days later. They went on a date. She told me how the date was. The date was going good. Boom. So everything is going well with Fraud, and I think that one time he had linked her, and he pulled up into her neighborhood, like sat in front of her house or whatever, and it was just, you know, parked car conversation type vibes. So as the weeks and stuff are going on, like weeks and weeks are going by, and she's like, I keep asking him if I could come over to his house, because we always like going out, we always, you know, at my house, but I don't know where he live at. So every time she would ask him to go to his house, he would always have an excuse, right? I really hope that y'all are not going to be able to hear this air, because it's hot. It's cold outside, but it's hot in here, and I need to turn on the air. I hope y'all can't hear that. If you can, please ignore it. So she like, it's always an excuse on why they can never go to his house. So he told her initially, like, yeah, I got my own crib, I got a house, I bought a house, it's just me, but I just bought the house, like I just closed in on the house. Like, this was like, you know, they probably been talking for like a couple weeks, 3 weeks or something like that. And he was like, he just closed in on the house. So he was like, I don't want to invite you over because like I'm still getting my house together. Like, I don't got all my furniture yet, like my bedroom not set up, like nothing, right? So understandable. Like, I wouldn't want to invite nobody over to my place if I don't got everything, you know, like set up, decorated, nothing like that. Like, I get it. So I'm just like, okay, like that's believable, that's understandable. So she like, so she asking him like, when was he gonna get his stuff? So he was like, first he said that he ordered some stuff, and he ordered some stuff through like his friend or something, and it just didn't work out. So then he had to like start all over. But essentially, like, he got scammed. So I'm like, okay, so they still hanging out, at this point. He's wanting to spend a night with her, and he's getting hotel rooms. Now here's my thing. If you vibe with somebody and like she wants, like, Snake tried to come off like she's like not judgmental, like, oh, like I won't judge you for your situation, like it don't matter that you don't got no bed in your room, like it's okay, like we can make pallets on the floor, like it's okay. She wanted people to believe that, but when I tell you Snake was probably the most judgmental girl I have ever met in my whole entire life, I really, really want you to understand this. So my thinking, now that I'm, you know, like thinking back on this and processing this and telling y'all this story, she probably approached him on some shit like, oh, I'm not gonna judge you, it's okay, we all been there before, which she has never ever been there before, never struggled a day in her life, no nothing, got everything handed to her. Y'all hear about that in her own story time. But my thing is, Fraud probably like felt that vibe, like, you say you're not gonna judge me, but I hear how you talk about other people, and I hear how you judge this person, that person, but now I'm all of a sudden you're not gonna judge me. So he probably thinking like, you say that, but I don't believe that, so I'm not gonna even, like, we're not gonna even play like that. That's probably how he was thinking, right? So he's getting like hotel rooms at this point. Like, I think now we at like Valentine's Day, he done got a hotel room, and she like, I just feel weird. So I'm just like, okay, something is up. So she like, wait, no, she didn't ask for his address. He shared his location with her, right? He shared his location, and he was always at this one house. He never went no place else. He was always like, this was always his location. So we like, okay, he said he always at home, so let's look up the address. So I look up the address, and it turns out that this is his dad's house. Now here's a couple things. It ain't nothing wrong with living with your parents. She can't even judge that because she lived with her parents. So she like, okay, like, you live with your dad, like that's no big deal. Why would you lie about that? So then when she approached him about it, and she said, like, is this your dad's house or is this your house? So then he said, that's his house, but his dad lives with him. Okay, so your daddy lived with you. Okay, why you didn't already say that? Like, why you didn't already bring that up? So now I'm just like, something is not right, because I have been a liar before and I know the signs. So something is not right, something is not adding up. So she keep pressing him like, when am I gonna be able to come to your house? Like, I don't want to keep getting hotel rooms, and I don't want to keep sneaking off in the middle of the night, hanging out with you. We sit in the car, we sit in your car, we sit in that car. When am I gonna be able to come over? Like, I don't care that you don't got no furniture, no nothing. So he was like, I'm ordering furniture this week. Give it to about like next week or the week after next. Like, I promise everything gonna be set up, we gonna be good, you can come over as many times as you want. He was like, I'm gonna give you a key. Like, he really like trying to sell it to her. So she like, okay, bet. So we talking about it, and I'm like, okay, give it a couple weeks, and if nothing happened in a couple weeks, then we know something, right? Y'all, a couple weeks comes and goes. So she like, what's up with the furniture? What's up? So he sent her like the company that he ordered the furniture with and everything. He was like, yeah, this the company. I don't know, like they keep pushing back my delivery date, like stuff is back ordered and all of this. So me being the detective friend that I am, okay, I said, send me the information, the company information. I go on their website, and they have an option where you can look up your order on their website, like look up the status of your order, right? So what do? I put in first name, last name, email address, and phone number. I put in all the information, nothing pops up. I'm confused. I put it in again. I'm like, maybe I misspelled something. I put it in carefully, like letter by letter, number by number. Again, nothing pops up. So we at my house at this point, like me and Snake, we at my house, we in my room, we on my laptop. So I'm like, hold on. So I'm like, let's call the company, because I know somebody gonna be like, damn, like y'all was that pressed to. Yes, I was that pressed, because why are you lying? I love when people lie to me and they think that I don't know that they lying to me, and then I catch them in a lie, and then they just back into a corner. Cause why are you lying? You too old, too grown. Why are we lying? So we call the company. We call the furniture company, and I say, hi, I need to look up an order. I forgot what I said fraud was to me, like my brother, I don't know what I said. Like, let's just say I said my brother, hi, my brother just moved into a house, and I'm just trying to look up the status of his order. It keeps getting delayed and pushed back. It was supposed to be here last week, and allegedly some stuff is back ordered, so I just want to see if you could look into the order for me. So the lady on the phone was like, oh yes, for sure, I can look that up for you. What's all the information? So first name, last name, email address, phone number. I even went a step further and gave her the address, the address that he gave Snake, that said that was his house, but it really was his daddy's house, but he really was telling us that it was his house, right? So she looking it up, and she typing on the keyboard, and she like, did you say it was blah 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 at blah 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 at zip code da 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 da? I'm like, yes, that's correct. She's like, I'm not seeing an order with that information. Like, do you have an order number? I'm like, no, I don't have an order number currently. She was like, well, that's okay. You wouldn't even need the order number if you have all of this information. So she's like, are you sure that it was this furniture store? Because we have another one. Like, people always get mixed up. Like, it's a similar name. So maybe like sometimes people call when they got orders from the other store, but they call that store and get it mixed up. So I was like, no, your logo is like blue and gray with white, and it has a picture of da da da. She was like, yeah, that's our store. I'm like, yeah, this is the right store. She's like, I'm not seeing anything with this information. So I'm on the phone with her, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna call my brother and see like what the miscommunication was, but thank you so much. So me and Snake just sitting there looking at each other like, no way this man lied and said that he moved in and he just had this whole bit, like it was like a whole story, like, yeah, the moving truck got a flat tire and they had to do the da 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 da, and then the bed broke and then they had to give me a new bed. Like, it was a whole elaborate story, and you just lied. This is not the only lie. This was just the biggest lie. So we on to him at this point. I'm just like, I wouldn't believe a thing that this nigga is telling you. Like, he's a fraud, he's a fake. It turns out that the car that he was driving, because he always would pop up with like different cars, and he always just had this one nice car. Should I say the car? I really don't care. It was a car. It was a muscle car. He always had this car, and he worked for a company who, you know, gave their employees like nice cars. Why he tell Snake that this is his car and he just bought it all cash straight off the lot, and it was his company car? This is your job car, and you out here flexing in front of these females, doing donuts in the street, burning out the tires in the company car. I'm finna call your company. I'm finna call your job. Don't worry. I'm finna call your job and I'm finna tell on it, because you are lying and trying to portray like you just this nigga who just got all of this money. You got it going on for yourself. You done bought a car all cash. You done put a down payment on the house. You doing this, you doing that. You buying everything cold, cash, money, records. And you're lying. It's fraud. It's not real. I'm confused. So, still after all of this, if this was me, I would have been cutting nigga off. You are not finna lie to me and keep dragging me through all of these different scenarios and telling me this and telling me that and getting my hopes up and all of this, and you're lying. So I'm like, yeah, you need to keep an eye on that nigga, because he just a liar. Like, I don't know what he got going on. So to me, this was like a deal breaker for her, for Snake. So yeah, we figured out all of that. It was like Valentine's Day, around Valentine's Day, or maybe a little bit after Valentine's Day. So like, some time go by, and let's just say it's like, when did I stop talking to her? I stopped being friends with her May or June of last year. So let's just say this happened in like April. So if y'all don't know by now, Devin is a reseller. He knows everything there is to know about sneakers, about vintage, about all of that. He knows everything that there is to be known. Meaning, he can legit check a pair of sneakers, no problem. Okay? Just keep this in mind. So, Snake is, sending me different shoes off of, I can't remember if it was StockX or GOAT. She's sending me different pairs of off-white dunks. And she like, Fraud told me that he was gonna buy me a pair of off-white dunks. Like, which one do you think are cute? Like, which lot? If you have a pair of off-white dunks, or you know about off-white dunks, you know it's like lot number, blah 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 blah. So we looking through the sneakers, and I'm like, oh, I like these one. I forgot which number it was. So I'm like, you should get these. Now keep in mind, these shoes are not cheap. They are a pretty penny. They are very expensive. So if you can't even afford furniture, if you can't even afford a bed in your room, if you can't even afford a sectional to go in your living room, a dining table and chairs, a bar stool, if you can't even afford a welcome mat at your front door, there's no way you're buying $900, $1,100, $700 pairs of shoes for a girl. There's no way. And keep in mind, Fraud had a whole bunch of shoes. Now, this was before I seen him in person, Devin seen him in person, all of that, right? So he said he buy the sneakers, right? And he tells Snake, yeah, I got them for my boy, I got a plug, I got to connect. I bought the sneakers. The sneakers that she got, y'all, literally, no joke, was at least a stack, at least a band. He said he bought these sneakers for $150. Now, if you are a person who shop DHgate, AliExpress, you want to do that, I love that for you. I love that for you. If you want to buy a pair of reps, love that for you. Me, I don't even play like that. We're not even gonna get into it though. We're not even gonna get into that. That's the whole, I don't even feel like arguing, fending for my life in the comments. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Good for you. Couldn't be me. We're gonna leave it there, right? There's no way that you're getting a pair of $900, $1,000 pair of sneakers for $150 flat out. No way. Real ones? No way. No way. So she get the sneakers, and she's sending me pictures and videos, and she like asked Devin if he can't see if these are real. We come to the conclusion these shoes are fake as hell. Fake as hell. So he like, but wait. I'm lying. He did not tell her that he got the shoes for $150. He made it seem like he spent a bag, like he blew a bag on her, right? But he messed up one day and tagged his plug, and we went on his page. Literally every single pair of shoes that this man had on his page, it don't matter if it's some real hype shit, some regular shit, don't matter. Every single pair of shoes he had on his page was for $150. Dunks, damn Balenciagas, Gucci, Supreme, regular retros. $150 is less than retail, Pookie. I'm confused. So Devin was like, do Snake know that these shoes fake? I'm like, I don't know. Let's tell her. Snake, the shoes are fake, boo. She like, nah, he said he had to connect. Like, he got me. He finna buy me some YSL heels. No, he got me. No poo. He probably finna get the YSL heels from AliExpress, Alibaba, DHgate. I don't know. Like, it's like, why do you keep, like, I get it, because the type of girl that Snake is, she want a nigga too, which you should want the finer things in life, but she want the type of guy who gonna blow a bag on her, go out to dinner and it's $500 minimum, put me up in the Ritz-Carlton 4 Seasons. Like, that's the type of guy that she wants. That's the type of guy that she want to be with, settle down with, all of that. I get it. But if you don't got it, you don't got it. What they say? It ain't tricking if you got it. You don't got it. You don't have the funds. And you trying to walk around acting like you got the funds to try to keep her, and we onto you. Like, you're not finna, I'm like, you're not finna be lying to my homegirl acting like you got it and you don't got it. So y'all, I did a deep dive into this man. I did a deep dive. His name was not even his real name. The house that he was living at, his dad lived there for many years. They had not paid the taxes on that house in many years. They paid the property taxes in a whole bunch of years, like 10+ years. Maybe not that long. I can't remember how long. The car that you're driving is not your car. You don't have your own house. The shoes that you wear, because at this point, me and Devin had met him in person, and Devin was like, them J's that he got on is not real. And he like really like talking to Devin, like not even knowing who Devin is, what he do, nothing. Like, yeah, I got my boy, if I can't get him off, you know, off Sneakers app, or if I can't get him in the store, my plug will get him for me. I don't care if I gotta pay extra $100, $200, $300 as long as I get him. Really like talking. And Devin was like, them shoes fake. If your shoes fake, your shoes fake. Don't walk around with reps trying to make them seem like they real. Like, that's my thing. If you are cool with reps, that's cool. But say they reps. Don't pay $50 for some shoes and then tell people that you paid $600 for some shoes. You get what I'm saying? Like, you trying to make it seem like you living this lifestyle that you really not living. You don't got it like that, and that's okay. Like, live in your truth, stand in your truth. That's what was irritating me about it, because you really walking around like you got it and you don't got it. You're a fraud. You're fake. You're lying. You can't even keep up with your own lies. So I'm like, at this point, you just need to call him out on everything. Like, he done told you he done got all of this furniture. He lived by himself. His daddy was just staying at his house. That's his car. That's not his car. He said he bought it all cash straight off the lot. He told you that he spent a band on you for these shoes because he really liked you and he really want to be with you. He spent $150. They don't even look good. They don't even look real. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Because why are you doing this? So she like, yeah, I'm gonna just lay into his ass. So I remember one day she was like, I'm gonna call him, I'm gonna put you on three-way, don't say nothing else, just so you can see how this nigga lie. So she called him and she like, why you keep lying to me? Like, she really like A, B, C, D, like going down the list of things, all the things that he has lied about since they started talking. What does a narcissist do, or what does a guy do whenever they try to gaslight you? They get mad, they deny it, and they try to flip it on you. So he was like,
what are you talking about? You was looking into me? Like, why was you looking into me? Also, you don't believe me now? Like, you couldn't just, my word don't mean nothing to you, huh? Like, my word you just couldn't go off what I said. You had to go check behind me. What you mean you called the company, the furniture company? What you mean you looked into?
She's like, yes, I looked into XYZ, and the shoes that you got me was fake. The shoes that you got me was fake. He was like, never would I wear no fake shoes. What the fuck are you talking about? I would never, blah, 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 blah. Like, really getting mad. So he was like, I'm not doing this with you. Click, hang up. I'm sitting on the phone with my mouth on the kitchen floor. She sound like she finna cry. Devin in the back cracking the fuck up. It's just a lot going on. So I'm like, hold on. So I'm like, never did he just try to flip that shit on you and make it seem like you was the drama, you was the problem. You need to cut him off. You need to just stop talking to him altogether. Maybe use him up for the little money that he got left, and then you need to dip. Because never did he just try to play your face like that. Never did he just try to do that. So, I can't remember if she stopped talking to him after that, or if it like took like a little bit more time or what. But I know eventually she did stop talking to him because he just kept lying. Like, and he was the type of liar that like, you get caught in your lies and then you want to go ghost and then try to come back like a couple days later and just act like I just forgot everything that we just talked about. I just caught you in all the lies that you told. Like, I didn't forget. And do you have a house now or what? Like, you still living with your daddy? Did the furniture ever come? Like, what's up? What happened? Y'all would really be surprised how many fraud ass guys are in this world. Like, you want people to think that you got it and you don't got it. And that's why I'm always say, y'all, like, social media is so fake, bro. Social media is so fake. Like, y'all do stuff for social media and y'all want people to think that you living this life, that you just got everything together. Like, who cares? Who cares, number one? Like, I promise you, the people that you try to impress, they won't think about you 2 minutes later. They won't think about what you got going on 2 days later, 2 weeks later, 2 years later. Live life for yourself. Stop trying to do things to floss and flex on people on social media when they struggling. They don't care what you got going on. Like, you trying to make it seem like you up there living with the Joneses and you behind on rent. You can't even pay your car note. You $3,000 in debt. Like, my thing is, y'all, like, because I really used to be the type of person to like want to like, I don't know if it's like I wanted to feel like a sense of like validation or acceptance or what, but I really used to think social media was everything. I really used to think that social media was everything. Like, I need to put my whole life on social media. I need to show people I got this, I got money, I'm doing well for myself, I graduated, I got a job, I'm in my career field. Like, I really used to think like I need to put every little thing on social media because people care. People don't give a flying, promise you, people do not care. People do not care. And that's why now I'm in a place in my life where like I only put stuff on social media that I want people to know. Like, you only gonna know stuff about me that like I'm choosing to let you in on. Like, I don't post on my Instagram like that no more. I might get it popping into close friends, but I really don't post like that. Other than like posting these videos on YouTube, I'm never like, I don't know, like I just feel like it's between people lying about who they are, lying about what they got going on in life, people hating on you, people don't want to see you do good. If you do good, they just don't want to see you doing better than them. Like, social media is so fake, y'all. It's crazy. And I'm just like, I get it, because I used to be that person, but that was when I was like hella young and wasn't experienced in life and didn't have like my own issues and my own stuff going on. Like, I really could give a shit. Now if I wake up, the first thing people wake up and do, pick up their phone, post on social media. And I get it, if that's your life and that's how you make your bills, you want people in on your life, and if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But me, like, it's just like, why lie though? It's the difference between like putting people in your business and, you know, just giving them an inside look on what you got going on in life, and there's another thing with lying about who you are, what you've accomplished, what you got. Like, it's never that deep. People do not care. Like, that just irritated me so bad, because it's like, you a liar and you not even a good liar. Like, never did you think that I wasn't gonna be the detective that I am. Did you? That I'm supposed to be working in the CIA, the FBI, anything that I need to find out about anybody, y'all, anybody. I really mean this. I really mean this. Ask any of my old friends, my friends now, my family, my sisters. I'm gonna try to find some receipts to see if I can see like in text message threads where I'm saying like, I found this girl, I found out about this, I found this out about him. Like, Anything that I need to find out, I'm going to find out. It does not matter how much you think your social medias is locked down. It don't matter if you use it at least. Y'all, it's really quite scary actually how much I can find out about a person. I lie. Like, nobody cares. Nobody wants the recipe to your mom's peach cobbler, bitch. Nobody wants the recipe. We don't care. You don't have to lie. Like, it would have been different if he was just like, yeah, you know, this is a nice car. This not my car though, but you know, like, it might as well be my company. You know, let me use it while I'm working for them. No, I don't live by myself. I live with my pops, but like, you could still come over. That nigga don't be in my business like that. Like, it's cool. And y'all, also another, this just a really small world. People think Orlando is just so big, and it's really not. It's really not. I got another story that I'm gonna tell. Have y'all ever heard about Bumble BFF? I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but basically, you know, like, Bumble is a dating app, but you also can create a profile just to like make friends. I had a Bumble BFF profile for probably about like 3 or 4 months, y'all. The stories that I could tell about Bumble BFF, that might be my next story time. But it turns out that Fraud was the brother of this crazy psycho girl that I became friends with off Bumble BFF, and I had to cut her off because she was just so obsessed with me. She was so obsessed, and she lied about who she, maybe lying is just in their family and that's just what they do, because she lied trying to kick it to me, saying that she was just this sweet, kind, calm girl, and she goes to church and she goes to Bible study, and I would send her like Bible scriptures and Bible verses, and we would just, you know, just talk about like what we wanted to do in life. And she was kicking it to me like, yeah, I don't really be outside like that. I don't really go to the club unless it's a special occasion, and I'd rather, like, you know, do something else fun, and we can go out to dinner or something, we can go get drinks. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. It turns out Fraud was her brother, and Snake told me one time they went out and she was there, and this girl always be outside. Like, she outside in the club so much that the promoters and the club owners and security know her by her name. I said, this can't be the same girl who told me that she don't go out on Wednesdays because it's Bible study, but it be what is the little thing used to be called? It's not wall to wall Wednesdays, R&B Wednesday, I can't remember it, but it's this little event that go on in a specific club in downtown Orlando, and she be there every single Wednesday. So what, you left Bible study to come here, or you just skip Bible study like altogether and just but you told me that you don't. So yeah, y'all, that was about the time that my homegirl was talking to a fraud, and I uncovered everything there was to know about Fraud. I broke down all the lies, and he just denied, and I really don't even think like he admitted to anything. Like, she just confronted him about it. He got mad. He tried to come back a couple of days later, act like nothing happened, and that was just it. Like, he never said like, my bad for lying to you, my bad for buying you fake shoes, telling you the day was real, sorry for telling you that this was my car. Like, he was trying to like hump her like in the company car and everything. Like, I'm finna call your job and get you fired. Never is you using this car after company hours trying to hump on my friend. And what, y'all, it was just a mess. It was a whole mess. I just had to tell y'all that though. Tell me, it got to be somebody else out there who good with the detective skills, because I know that I am, and it got to be somebody else out there that's like me. It got to be somebody else out there. So tell me how good your detective skills is. Tell me what you would have did if this was your homegirl. Tell me what you would have did if you was Snake. You would have still kept talking to him. You would have just run his pockets dry and then just cut him off, because that's what I was telling her to do. Don't shoot the messenger. But I really hope that y'all enjoyed this little quick story time Jeep edition. Y'all see I had to keep on my glasses. It's different with the ring light. I can't see while I'm driving though, so I had to keep on the glasses today. Don't say nothing. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below, turn on your post bell notifications, send up prayers tomorrow that my procedure goes well. I'm gonna probably talk about I know definitely I will be talking about this like later on down the line. I'm gonna just tell y'all everything that I've been having going on for like these past few weeks, because it's a lot. It's really life-changing. So I'm really excited. They got to put your girl on anesthesia, so who knows how that's gonna go. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next week in a brand new story time. I hope y'all have a good day. Love y'all.